What if you could take a pill that slows down aging at the cellular level? That's the promise behind NMN, and right now it's one of the most talked about supplements on the planet. Longevity researchers are buzzing about it. Tech billionaires are taking it. Your favorite biohacker on Instagram is definitely selling it. But does it actually work, or is this just another wellness trend with a great marketing budget? I'm Emily Carter, and today on RX Explained, we're getting into the real science. And let's start with the basics. NMN stands for Nicotinamide Mononucleotide. It's a naturally occurring molecule found in tiny amounts in foods like broccoli, avocados, and edamame, but not nearly enough in your diet to do what researchers are studying. Here's why scientists care about it. NMN is a precursor to NAD+. That's nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. NAD+ is like the battery of your cells. It powers hundreds of metabolic processes, DNA repair, energy production, and regulating your circadian rhythm. Basically, it keeps your cellular machinery running. As you age, your NAD+ levels drop dramatically. By the time you're 50, you may have roughly half the NAD+ you had at 20. And scientists believe this decline is a major driver of the aging process itself. The idea is straightforward. You take NMN, your body converts it into NAD+, your cells get the fuel they've been running low on, and hopefully, the aging process slows down as well. Clean logic. But does it hold up? This is where it gets interesting, and where we have to be honest about what the science actually says. Animal studies? Genuinely impressive. Mouse studies have shown NMN supplementation improves energy metabolism, muscle function, eye health, and even lifespan. One notable study from Washington University showed that aged mice treated with NMN performed like much younger mice on physical tests. That's not nothing. But here's the reality check every pharmacist will give you. Mice are not humans. Plenty of compounds work beautifully in rodents and flop in clinical trials. So what do the human studies say? Human research on NMN is still in early stages, but it's catching up. A 2021 study published in Science found that NMN supplementation successfully raised NAD+ levels in muscle tissue in older adults, providing meaningful proof of concept. Other small trials have shown improvements in muscle strength, insulin sensitivity, and aerobic capacity in specific populations. A larger, well-designed trial out of Japan showed NMN was safe and well-tolerated in healthy adults, with no serious adverse effects at doses up to 500 milligrams per day. Now, and this is important, none of these studies have shown that NMN makes humans live longer. We don't have that data. What we have are promising intermediate markers. We know NAD+ goes up, but we're still learning what that means for long-term health outcomes. Here's where I want to push back a little on the hype, because the supplement industry has gotten very good at taking early-stage science and turning it into a 50-a-bottle miracle cure. First, bioavailability matters. Not all NMN supplements are created equal. The form, purity, and how your body absorbs it vary significantly between products, and the FDA doesn't regulate supplements the way it does medications. You're often trusting the label. Second, there's an ongoing scientific debate about whether NMN or its close cousin NR, nicotinamide riboside, is the better NAD+ precursor, or whether they even do the same thing in humans. The research isn't settled. Third, who benefits most? The evidence suggests NMN may be most meaningful for people over 40 or 50, where NAD+ decline is more pronounced. If you're 25 and healthy, you might be spending a lot of money for very little effect. And finally, lifestyle. Exercise, sleep, caloric restriction, and fasting all boost NAD+ naturally. Before spending $60 a month on supplements, are those boxes checked? Here's the honest RX Explained verdict on NMN. The science is real, early, and genuinely exciting. This isn't snake oil. The mechanisms make biological sense. The animal data is compelling, and early human trials are encouraging, especially around NAD+ replenishment in older adults. But we are not at the point where any pharmacist or physician can tell you with confidence, take this, and you will age more slowly. The long-term human data simply isn't there yet. If you're curious about NMN, talk to your doctor, especially if you're on any medications or have existing health conditions. Look for third-party tested supplements from reputable brands, and keep your expectations calibrated to the current evidence, not the marketing copy. The dream of an anti-aging pill isn't crazy. The biology is real. We're just not there yet, but the science is worth watching. And that's a wrap on NMN. I'm Emily Carter. Thanks for watching RX Explained. If this video helped you cut through the noise, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more people find this channel. And if there's a topic you want me to cover next, drop it in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we've got a lot more to unpack. See you next time.